Well, a very good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the much anticipated auction here today, number 2 at 13 Terrigal Street, here in the heart of Chadstone. My name is Jonathan Eves. I will be your auctioneer here this evening. Of course, accompanying me today is all of our floor staff here today to assist you with the bids and offers, obviously, through the Anywhere Auctions app here today, and of course, through the mobile phones here today. Ladies and gentlemen, what an incredible townhouse we have on offer for you here and for your competition. Of course, for your Ray White estate agents and auctioneers of 7 to 9, Atherton Road in Oakland, obviously selling on behalf of our wonderful vendors this wonderful townhouse indeed. Of course, we're selling property certificate title reference being volume 11894, folio 173, being lot number 2 on plan of subdivision 746978L. Now, the goods we're selling today with today's property buyers, that purely means what will be remaining with this incredible townhouse. They include all 4 fixed coverings, electric light fittings and window furnishings as inspected. The price will shortly determine that within the next 10 to 15 minutes. We're calling for a 10% deposit on the fall of the hammer here today, and settlement ranging anywhere from 45 days upwards to 60 days from today's date. So there's the particulars of sale. However, I will go through the auction rules in accordance with the law, and they state the auction will be conducted in accordance with the rules and any additional conditions that were made available prior to the start of today's auction. The auction rules do prohibit an auctioneer from accepting bids or offers for the property once the property's been knocked down to the successful bidder. Of course, the vendors have a reserve price as the auctioneer will indicate bidders on request. The law prohibits false bids, prohibits major reference by bidders, and prohibits other bidders attempting to prevent those from bidding, and provides fines for such conduct. The rules do permit vendor bids. The words that I'll use in case I'm making on behalf of the vendor bid, and by law, only as the auctioneer can make a vendor bid. So buyers, pretty straightforward contract on offer here today. Exceptional property that's on offer for you here today, so we shouldn't have any issues whatsoever. Well, ladies and gentlemen and buyers, before we get down to the business of hand, and of course the business of hand is congratulating you from a digital platform, high-fiving and shaking hands through the online platform here today. We've got an incredible property that's up for your competition here today. Like any other townhouse that's on the market, this one is just so much better than every single property on the market, and that is guaranteed. From the finishes that this townhouse has to offer, it's chalk and cheese between the other properties that are currently on the market. Think about what this property does offer. It's 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms. Very, very hard to find the 3 bathrooms, but more importantly, a townhouse that doesn't compromise on living space. That's the number one thing that every single buyer that's walked through this property has fallen in love with, has said, great, I'm buying low maintenance property that's on offer, a double garage, which is exceptional, bedroom on the ground floor with an ensuite coming off it. But the greatest thing about it is it hasn't compromised on living space. You could live here 6 months of the year, and when we can finally go overseas again, live overseas for 6 months in the year. Buyers, it's an incredible property at the back of the block, which means it's private, well kept, and it means you get no traffic whatsoever other than you driving in and out of your garage. Obviously, it's a terrific position of Chadstone to be in. I know around the corner, Bill loves going to the Dirty 30 nights at Matthew Flinder's pub just on Warrigal Road, moments away. You've obviously got Dan Murphy's as well down there. You've got Macca's when you've had a bit too much to drink. I know Bill likes the Hungry Jack going down to Macca's down there. But you've also got Chadstone Shopping Centre moments from there. You've got Bunnings around the corner. You've got the Homemake Centre on the corner. Holmesglen train station as well, walking distance from this location. The list goes on as to why this is a desirable pocket, first and foremost, of Chadstone. If you're a keen golfer, you've got the golf course literally across the road as well. It's all here for you, and you're buying into, I suppose, a window of the market that's giving you an opportunity to buy a townhouse like this. In other years, in other moments, townhouses like this, you couldn't afford. They were so expensive. They were so hard to come by, especially in this quality. But this is a moment of opportunity. Interest rates are at an all-time lowest. Now is the best time than ever to buy an incredible townhouse in a low-maintenance lifestyle such as this. Cash in whilst the market is still good. So buyers, enough from me. Hope you can get an offer to get us away here today. We're here to sell if you're here today to buy. In your hands, buyers. Hope you can get an offer. It's like very similar to auctions on street. Silence as soon as we say to our agents in the room, opening better offer, they go as quiet as you do on auction day. Who wants to kick it off? I don't mind where we start, of course. We will have to drag it a little bit bang on a digital platform. We worry that obviously people jump onto Netflix these days and the internet will crash. So just make your bids known to us. We have nothing better to do. 7 o'clock on a Wednesday night. Let's go for it. Where do we go from here? In your hands. I don't mind where we start, of course. Where we finish is most important here today. Where do we go from here? Billy, I'm looking at you. Robbie, what do we say? You've had the lucky charm the last couple of weeks. Do we say we throw a bid in to get it going? Tom looking at 750. It's a humble start of that. 750,000. Jesus, a light one there, Robbie, at 750,000. We'll take it up in 20,000 from there. At 750,000 now, what do we say? Buy 770. We'll round it to 800. I'll suggest 750,000. What do we say? 800,000 if we can. Get to 8 a little bit quicker if we can. At 750,000 now, what do we say? Buys. At 750 the bid there now. We sell villa units in the area at this particular price point. At 750,000 now, what are we saying? A 4-bedroom townhouse is hard to come by at 750. What do we say? 800,000. Get to 8 first. At 750,000 now, what do we say? 800,000 if we can. At 750 the bid there now. What do we say? Buys at 750 now. What do we say? 8. At 750 now. First time we're calling at 750,000. Surely not. Twice in the call at 750 now. What do we say? 8 if we can. Third and final call at 750,000. 800,000 at 8 the bid there now. At 800,000 now, what do we say? 50 on top now. At 8 the bid there now, make it 50. Come on, buys. At 800,000 now, make it 50. What do we say? Buys. At 800,000 the bid there now, 50. What do we say? Buys. Terrific opportunity. Central location such as this. At 800,000 now, what do we say? 50. At 8 the bid there now, 50. What do we say? Tom, in or out? Need to know. At 800,000 now, what do we say? 50. Billy, what do we say? Robbie, how about it? At 800,000 now, 50, I suggest. At 800,000 the bid there now, make it 50. Come on, buyers. What do we say? Where else are you going to find a 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom townhouse with a double garage as well at this particular price point? Think about the finishes of what this townhouse has in comparison to others. None of them can actually compare. At 800,000 at 50, we should see all of you up at this rate. At 800,000, we should be losing connectivity on our internet. The bids are coming in thick and fast. At 800,000 now at 50, what do we say? At 800,000 the bid there now. First time they're calling at 800,000, surely not. Twice in the call at 800,000 now. Third and final call at 800,000. All silent, all finished and done. I'll hold it as long as we have to, but at 800,000, a little bit light on. I don't want to have to play. 830, I love it. At 830,000 now, 60 if you like. At 30 now, at 60. At 830 now, make it 60 if you can. At 830,000 now, make it 60. At 830,000 now, make it 60 if you can. Terrific opportunity such as this. At 850, why not? Don't listen to me. At 850,000, 70 if you like. At 50, the bid there now, make it 70. What do we say? At 850 now, at 70, what do we say? Buys. At 850,000 now, make it 70. Come on, 70, love it. At 70, the bid there now, round it to 900. Let's get there first. Get to that cap first. At 870 the bid there now, make it 9 if we can. At 870 now, make it 900,000. Let's get there first. That could be the gap for most. 900, I love it. Robbie at 9 the bid there now. At 900,000 now, what do we say? 20 on top now. At 9 the bid there now, what do we say? 20 buys. At 900,000 the bid there now, what do we say? 20. Come on, buys. Don't leave me now. At 9 the bid there now, what do we say? 20. At 9 now, what do we say? At 900,000 bid there now, make it 20. Come on, buys. Robbie's a lucky charm at the moment.
20.
20, I love it. Billy at 20 now, make it 40. At 920 the bid there now, make it 40 if you can. At 20 the bid there now, make it 40 if we can. At 920,000 now, make it 40. Come on, Robbie. At 920 now, at 40 beats it. At 920 now, at 40, what do we say? 40, I love it. At 940,000, 60 beats it now. At 40 the bid there now, 60. Come on, buys. At 940,000 now, make it 60. Billy running around with 2 phones, looks like a dealer. At 40 the bid there now, 60. At 940 now, at 60, what do we say? At 40 the bid there now, make it 60 if we can. At 940 now, 960.
Yeah, 960.
960 now. At 960.
On the market.
On the market, selling at 60 the bid there now. What do we say? 80 will round until cool million. At 960,000 now, make it a million. Let's get there. At 60 the bid there now. 960 on the market and selling here today. At 960,000 now, make it 80. What do we say? Or a cool million. At 960,000. First time they're calling it 960 now. Twice 70 beats it. At 70 now, make it a million if you can. At 70 to be there now, make it a million.
980.
980, don't listen to me. At 970 there.
No, retract that bid.
Retracting the bid at 970,000. At 70 the bid there now.
980.
980 now. At 980,000 now. New bidder in it at 980 the bid there now. At 80 the bid there now. What do we say? Round it to a cool million if we can. At 980 now. Make it a million. Let's get there, buys. At 980,000 now. Think about where else you can find a terrific property like this. At 980,000 now. First time they're calling it 980 now. Twice in the call at 980,000.
990.
990. Million beats it now at 990,000. Let's get to a million if we can. At 990,000 now, what do we say? At 990 now, make it a million. What do we say, buyers? Terrific opportunity. At 990,000 the bid there now. Surely not. We can't be done at a moment like now. Tom, any movement at all? At 990,000 now, any movement whatsoever. At 990 the bid there now. First time they're calling it 990,000 bids against you. Twice in the call at 990,000. Can't accept any like
$1 million.
$1 million now. $1 million the bid. There we go. At $1 million now, what do we say? 10 on top of that helps. At 10 of helps on top. At $1 million now.
Would you take 10, Jono?
Make it 20 if you can, or 50. I don't mind.
Would you
At
take
a million.
5, Jono?
Not a 5 at the moment. Make it a 10. At $1 million a bid there now. Maybe I'd suggest maybe go $1 million bid in excess. Go $2 million. Let's give it a crack. At $1 million a bid there now. At $1 million now, what do we say? 10 on top of it helps. At $1 million now, can't be any fairer than that. A 10 on top of it helps at home. At $1 million now, turn off everything else and watch this auction. At $1 million now, at 10 on top if you like. $1 million's here. First time they're calling it $1 million now. Surely not. Can't accept any late bids once it's sold.
5, Jono.
Make it 10 if you can. At $1 million, make it 10. You've got to try and get off the tag at a moment like now. $1 million now, you've got to shake it off sometimes by going at 10. I know it feels uncomfortable, but it puts a bit more pressure onto the other party. At $1 million now, make it 10 on top if you can. At $1 million now, if you can.
Would you take 5, Jono?
I'll take the 5 in the best interest to keep it moving along at $1 million and 5. At $1 million and 5 now, 10 if you like. $1 million and 5 now, make it 15, Bill. At $1 million and 5,000, 15 beats it. At $1 million and 5,000, first time they're calling it $1 million and 5. Twice in the call at $1 million and 5,000, make it 10. Third and final call at $1 million and 5. Don't miss out on this opportunity. If at all you're ever having doubt about properties, never think of it in the short term. Think about long term. 10, 15, 20 years. Traditionally, properties double every 7 to 10 years. Think about that when looking at this. It might be an extra 5,000. It might be an extra push for you, but those $5,000 bids are worth every bit of that. At $1 million and 5,000, 10 would beat it. At $1 million and 5,000, 10 if it helps. At $1 million and 5,000, need to know, Billy, in or out. At $1 million and 5, Robbie, dashboard, any movement at all?
Absolutely.
At $1 million and 5, at $1 million and 5,000, Tommy Gunn, what do we say? Any movement at all? At $1 million and 5, Matty, have we got any movement at all?
Bill.
At $1 million and 5, Bill, pressure's on. We're on the market and selling. At $1 million and 5,000, we sell away. No further bidding. Here's a date. $1 million and 5,000, Billy. Do we say 10?
Hold it, Jono.
At $1 million and 5, I'm holding it as long as we can. There's only so many dad jokes I have. At $1 million and 5,000, 10 on top. At $1 million and 5,000, Billy, I need to know. At $1 million and 5, do we go 10? Last roll of the dice at 10. What about an extra 1,000, Billy? Let's see what we can get. At $1 million and 5,000, bids are bids. At $1 million and 5,000, we sell away. No further bidding, Billy. First time they're calling it $1 million and 5. Twice in the call at $1 million and 5,000, we sell away. Third and final call at $1 million and 5. Bill, $1,000. Can we say $1 million and 6? At $1 million and 5,000. $1 million and 6 if you like. At $1 million and 5,000, clearly better than offered. We're looking for 6 if you can. At $1 million and 5,000, we've met our vendors reserve. We sell away. Keys are settling. At $1 million and 5,000, we need to know. At $1 million and 5,000, what about a bit of change, Bill? Do we have $500 at least? At $1 million and 5. At $1 million and 5,000, do we say 500 even to get it going? At $1 million and 5,000. Think about it. This COVID experience has been brilliant. You haven't spent any money shopping. This is a good moment to be buying properties such as this. At $1 million and 5,000, Bill, any movement at all?
Hold it.
I know I'm holding it as long as we can, but we're at $1 million and 5,000. We're going to be selling today. Make that very, very clear. Just think about it. We're only at $697,224 US dollars. That's really not that much money when you think about it. At $1 million and 5,000. The UN's 4,921,286. But US dollars, we're just under 700,000, Bill. If that makes you feel any better, at $1 million and 5,000, we sell away. No further bidding, Bill. Need to know. 100%. Sorry to our highest bidder at the moment, but obviously being on a digital platform makes it tougher for us. But at $1 million and 5,000, we just want to make ssure we've got absolutely the last dollar for our vendor. At $1 million and 5,000, Billy, any movement at all? $500 we're about to sell. Can't accept any late bids. at $1,005,000 now. We sell now at $1,005,000. No further bidding here today. First time they're calling at $1,005,000. We sell now. Twice in the call at $1,005,000. Any change at all, Bill? Third and final call at $1,005,000. All silent, all finished and done. What about $100, Bill? At $1,005,000, we sell now. We can't accept any late bids. We're selling now. $100, Bill. That's as low as I'm going. At $1,005,000, do we say any more movement whatsoever? At $1,005,000, we're selling now. Bill, need to know. About to sell it at $1,005,000. You have permission to sell at $1,005,000. Thanks for your bidding at home at $1,005,000. I think we're selling now at $1,005,000. Last time, first time we're calling at $1,005,000. We can't accept any late bids. Twice in the call at $1,005,000. Third and final call at $1,005,000. You're all silent, all finished and done. We're selling now. Billy, definitely out. We're selling, sold. Congratulations. Congratulations to our highest bidder here today. Commiserations to our underbidders here today. Thank you for again watching another online digital auction from Ray Watt Oakley. We've got another auction on tomorrow night at 7 o'clock as well, at 3 at 5 Tandara Court in Chatty as well. If you have any questions, please call Bill from our office. But thank you again for tuning in and watching this terrific auction.